Hi, thanks for taking the time to watch our Database Dyno video. We know you're busy, so I'm just going to get straight into it and show you how we work with your business. So what we're going to explain here is what happens in regular servicing intervals. The reality is you service a car today, in 12 months time the car is due for service again, 12 months after that the car is due for service again. The reality is if you're not doing anything to prompt your customers to come back in, instead of them coming back in at that 12-month mark, they might come back in at 13 or 14 months, and then the reality is then they go further out again, meaning over the course of 3 years, you don't get to see your customer 3 times, you only get to see them twice. So by using Database Dyno, we go back and we have a look at the vehicles that you serviced 12 months ago, and we remind them exactly 12 months after they're due for their service, prompting them to come back in on time. So what this does for you and your business, you get customers that know your business, you're maintaining their vehicle, and you get to see them 3 times in 3 years as opposed to twice in 3 years. For this example, we're talking about when you've done a job on a car and there's a byproduct to that job. So in this case, we're going to talk about where you fitted tyres to a car and that might be due for a wheel alignment. Could also be when you've done an engine rebuild on a car and it's going to be due for a service. So we fitted tyres to the car today. In 2 years' time, that car is due for tyres again. Using Database Dyno, we'd still prompt that customer to come back in and get tyres fitted. The reality is that at the 6-month period, the car is due for a wheel alignment, at 12 months it's due for a wheel alignment, and 18 months it's due for a wheel alignment. By using Database Dyno, we use that tyre sale to trigger to say, needs a wheel alignment done, needs a wheel alignment done, needs a wheel alignment done. Then at 2 years' time, when that customer is due for tyres again, they've been into your business 4 times in the last 2 years, you provided a good service reminding them their car's due for a wheel alignment, which means you'll get the tyre sale in 2 years' time, as well as seeing the customer 4 times in 2 years. So in this example, we're talking about seasonal specials or seasonal services that you provide to your customer. So in this example, you've serviced the car, say 4 months ago, which means they're not going to come back in for 12 months because that's when their car is due for service. But you know that you want to get that customer in to say, we can regas your air conditioning. You might also use it over winter where you could say, we want to fit wiper inserts to your car, or you want to do a brake special. This is all just around getting people back in when you've got seasonal items or seasonal services that you offer. Here we're going to talk about targeted offers to specific customers in your database. So the example in this case might be that you want to do a special on 4-wheel drive tyres. We start with your whole database, so everybody who's been back into your business ever. We'll then say, well, we don't want to target people that are driving passenger vehicles. We want to bring it down to just 4-wheel drive owners. We then might look at it and say, maybe you don't want to target anybody who hasn't been back for over 3 years. And then we'll do something like drill it down and say, let's eliminate everybody that doesn't have a mobile number. So what happens then is you're actually sending a specific offer to the customers who are going to be interested in what you're sending, and you're not going to annoy the rest of your database by sending them something that's not relevant. So keep in mind, you could do this for anything. It could be you've got a special that you want to do for European make vehicles. It could be that this is only for vehicles that are built before 2015. Anything that you want to do within your database, we can break it down and get to the right market. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video. We've tried to give some very broad examples of things that we do. Obviously anything that we did with your business would be customised to you and your business. There's a number coming up on the screen right now. Shoot us through a text. It'd be great to have a chat to you and discuss what Database Dyno can do for your business.